Last week is Bamidbar in the wilderness. We're starting the book of Numbers, and it is chapter 1, verse 1 to chapter 4, verse 20. Then the book of Hosea, chapter 2, verse 1 to 22. And 1 Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 12 to 20. And I'll be reading from Corinthians. כשם שהגוף הוא אחד, ואיברים רבים לו, וכל איברי הגוף הם גוף אחד, אף כי רבים הם, כן גם המשיח. לרוח אחת חוזרנו כולנו לגוף אחד, יהודים כיוונים, עבדים כבני חורים, וכולנו השכינו רוח אחת. ואכן אין הגוף איבר אחד אלא רבים. אם תאמר הרגל אינני יד, לכן אינני שייכת לגוף, האם משום כך אינה שייכת לגוף? ואם תאמר האוזן אינני עין, לכן אינני שייכת לגוף, האם משום כך אינה שייכת לגוף? ואם הגוף כולו יהיה עין, כיצד תהיה השמיעה? ואם כולו יהיה עבר שמיעה, כיצד יוכל להריח? אבל אלוהים שם את האיברים בגוף, כל אחד ואחד מהם על פי רצון אלוהים. ואילו היו כולם איבר אחד, איפה הגוף? והנה יש איברים רבים, אך גוף אחד.
For as the body is one and has many members, but all the members, being many, are of that one body, so also is Christ. For by one Spirit we were all baptized into one body, whether Jews or Greeks, whether slaves or free, and have all been given to drink of one Spirit. For in fact the body is not one member, but has many members. If the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I don't belong to the body, is it therefore not of the body? And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I don't belong to the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, would there be any hearing? Would there be the hearing? If the whole were hearing, would there be the smelling? But now God has set the members, each of them in the body, just as he pleased. And if they were all one member, where would the body be? But now indeed there are many members, yet one body. Amen.
I could read all the later time, so I will just say a few things. It is amazing that we have this parasha today, exactly when we're gathering together from all walks of life, and it is also amazing how the Lord was with the children of Israel and gave them duties and structure. Yeah, it's okay? Yeah. Where each tribe was to camp, he told them where to camp. He told them who can attend and what to the tent of tabernacle and what each one of them can do and what they cannot. Who can carry the holy article and who cannot. No man was to even get close to the Levite, otherwise he would be killed. The Kohanim, the priests, they were to do their job day after day. They were not to default nor slack on the job, no slacking on the job. They did it with joy, knowing that they were honored and how much it is important, these things to do for God. Even in my generation in Iraq, they still honored the Kohanim. The priests had higher status because they were the ones who served very close to God. So, and each member of the children of Israel's body knew his or her duty, and what they should do, what they should fulfill, from sacrifices to embroidery, from carrying the tent to the holy and also the holy articles to setting back when they are back in the camp. Everyone had a duty to fulfill. And as a community, I guess We do too. They were promised inheritance, and to get their inheritance, they had to fight for it. They didn't just get it on a platter. They had to be serious with God. It is like in a war. Every soldier has his a place where he knows what he has to do, and even like a game, like a football game, you know, everybody has his position, and without any of them, the game cannot go. So the children of Israel could not afford to do the job for a month or two and stop and say, well, I'm tired of this, I should stop. They can't. They had to continue and be diligent and serve the Lord every day. And therefore, God blessed them. Their clothes didn't tear, their shoes didn't wear out, and the Lord gave them health even in the desert, and so to their needs, to their food, and He was with them all the time. So now God would not have gotten the children of Israel to the promised land if they were not to take Him seriously. And those who didn't did not make it to the land. Only those who respected Him and listened to Him made it to the land. So I believe one of the reasons God loves the Jewish people or the children of Judah because they are diligent. They seem to push and be, never to give up, just like Jacob. Wherever they have a battle, they go for it and continue until the end, until the victory is won. So I believe that now our body here, ONF, um, we're finally getting in shape and everybody is taking his stand, his position. ONF is unique in its nature, because we have a special mission. We have to bring back Yeshua to the Hebrew people, those who lost their identity, and those who God will draw to this congregation. We don't even have to go and fetch them. He will bring them because He knows His people and where they are. So, and as in the Bible days, God is very personal and He appointed each one of us a task. We are to do it diligently with all of our heart and all of our soul. We are to seek the Lord to find out what did He appoint each one of us to do. We are to meditate on it day and night because it is important to God. Every task, every little one, the important one and the smallest one, everyone is important to keep this congregation going. So I'm very grateful to God for the things that He has done in our congregation. And my heart is really rejoicing to see this gathering today. And therefore, I was looking for something in my internet, on my computer, and suddenly this file came up, and it was the duties and responsibilities of OMF. And I had the names of everybody and what they had to do, but it was way far from the days of Sequoia. So I just changed some names and edited to make it more fit to this day. So I have a list here, and I will take with pleasure to read just a little bit of what every one of us is doing. Okay? So to start with, the list of names of the duties that being fulfilled right now, and maybe at the end some of things that we still need volunteers. Now, Prajesh is opening the premises and closing, and that is when Ivan is not here. Coming early to set up audio, he plays the drum, making sure that all is in order before we leave the premises. Boris, worship leader, delegating to Michael Cote when he is absent, upkeep of ONF's webpage, answering web inquiries, serving on the board of director, preparing the agenda, secretary, and chairing the board meeting, yes, and reporting after that for all the decision and what we talked about. Then Michael Danzig, ONF's elder, and the only elder we have at this point, and he participated in our board meeting. He is leader of the Saturday Bible service, leads Tuesday prayer meeting on Zoom, leads Thursday parasha meeting on Zoom, variety of teaching, and Hebrew lesson giving. If I miss anything, please let me know. I'll add it to the list. Craig Gonia, audio setting and renting sound equipment when needed, giving rights to people who have no car, jack of all trades, whatever comes, serving on the board of directors, and he sets the Torah when Ivan is not around. Rita, bulletin in cooperation with me, circulating weekend songs, internet activities, and probably there are other things that I didn't put down. Ayla leading the children's school, Natasha providing chalot, lighting the menorah when I'm tired or I ask her. Teresa Packenham and Byrne helping people with all kinds of needs, hosting people in need, ministering for ONF, a prayer partner on the internet, passing all the requests that comes to them and praying. Sonia has cleaning after Onyx Shabbat, filling the grape juice cups when needed, warming up the food for Saturday, and she's always here cleaning and helping around. Wendy Leslie serving on the board of directors, baking matzot for communion, warming up the food also on Saturday for Saturday meal, cleaning after Onyx Shabbat and washing dishes, and looking after the babies. Patty Ivan, though she is not here, she counsels people on Zoom when needs. She gives advice to people who are having problems. Michael Cote, leading worship to back up words, setting chairs and putting them back, he has done that. Serving on the board of directors and the president of ONF, setting the Torah on Saturday when others are not here to do it. Anthony playing the clarinet at worship time. Irene Johnson, the pianist, she leads worship on the piano. And Ivan doing a great job coming early and setting up and seeing that everything is in order. And he dances with the Torah like no other. The joy of the Lord. You know, I thought it would be good to know some of the things that everyone is doing. You know?
Let's praise the Lord.
Ivan is also on the board as the board of directors.
Sorry?
Ivan is also a director.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, he's Ivan also serves on the board of directors. Noga has a whole list. And listen carefully, because some of the things I really would like people to volunteer and take some of my duties, okay? So the things that I do, I'm a contact person. Of course, I'm on the board of directors, okay? I'm in contact person with the church here, with the State Farm Insurance, with the Messianic Times newspaper, Erev Shabbat lighting the candle and worship, preparing the parashot, reading them and commentary, bulletin in coordination with Rita. I tell her who are the speakers and she puts it together. Investment, registration of weekly donation, weekly stand in line to deposit the donation, bookkeeping, contacting and booking the speakers and paying them, paying all the bills, that is telephone, rent, whatever it is, carry, internet, whatever it is that we have to pay, dealing with accountant, non-profit organization and government issues, refunding people for shopping they have done, running bookkeeping, that is paying the bills, oh, I said that, okay. Calculating and issuing income tax receipt at the end of the year, preparing the schedules, answering email inquiries, and as a contact person for OMF. Also, some of the web inquiries that come to me, answering the phone, checking and responding to phone messages, changing the telephone recording according to the need, about holidays and so on, keeping up the new addresses for mailing. Yes, now we haven't been mailing this, now we are doing it only on internet, but even that, I have to keep up the email list of all those who come in, hosting the ladies' breakfast once a month, hosting the board meeting, preparing holidays invitations and mailing them, organizing Passover, booking the hall, caterer, etc., organizing holidays and all that entails, all other holidays, picking up the mail from McCarthy Post Office, give rides to people who don't have a car, general shopping for Shabbat and holidays, answering email and coordinating whatever is going on. So I'm also asking someone if he can help me to open the pushka, because I do that myself, but I really don't like it. I know everybody trusts me, but it should be at least two people opening and seeing what's coming and registering it together. I have been trying a few times, but for some reason it just never worked and we had to stop. So I would like either people to do it and write it down and give me the money to deposit, or to do it jointly with me. So also at the end of the year, I have to balance all the books to make sure that no mistakes have been made and to be right to the penny, and send all that information to the accountant. Of course, other thing that I volunteer is ordering calendars and supplying it to the people who would like to have it. So if there is any volunteer who can take any of what I read, please let me know. I would appreciate that. So I just would like to thank the Lord that everyone here really has the duty already, and almost everyone have taken his position, and we're running this congregation beautifully. And I'm sure the heart of God is just rejoicing over us. Amen. So Shabbat Shalom.